I'm back, and yes, I do have on the same shirt, but don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's still the same day. I'm just batch creating content. You know, when you get in front of this camera, honey, you got to just go ahead and get to doing what you need to do. And I always have ideas, and I can just kick myself. However, I beat myself with a feather, you know, very lightly, and I do give myself grace because, you know, why not? I should, and you should as well. But this TikTok sound, I just thought it was hilarious, and it made me think about, you know, things that I say or what I believe, and how I am intentionally using my time and making sure that I'm using my time in the best way possible for me. And I'm all about sacrificing when you're in relationships with people, and I'm just talking about all relationships, family, friends, all of that. We know that relationships are give and take, and so sometimes you do have to sacrifice some things, but sometimes you may find yourself kind of being in a relationship with people who expect you to always be there for them. When they call, they want you to pick up the phone. When they text, they want you to text right back, and or then they want to call you and want you to be on the phone 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. And so I've had that happen to me, and after, you know, this long period of time has gone by, although I was very helpful to that person, I was a shoulder to cry on, I was a listening ear, I was a supportive friend, there were things for me, things that I needed to get done that went undone. And so when I started to notice that pattern, I said, you know what, I've got to set a boundary here. They're not going to be any more 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hour phone calls, or phone calls where it really is just not anything that's being discussed that's important. It's not something where life or death, or this person really needs my assistance, because sometimes people just want to talk, and that's cool. And if I have time to talk, I will talk, but if I don't, I don't. I forgot to share the sound. I hope I...
If I tell you I'm broke and you accidentally see me eating chicken, I don't owe you explanation. I'm broke for you, not to myself.
It made me think about, you know, being intentional with my time, or setting boundaries with my time. It's like, if I tell you I'm busy and you accidentally see me out doing something, or you see me doing something, don't worry about it. I'm busy for you, not for me. You know, we have to take our time and use it in the way that is most beneficial to ourselves, because what's going to happen is, if we're always available, if we don't set any boundaries, you know, time can go by so quickly, especially when you're around people that you like and all that kind of stuff. You can be talking, and if you don't set a boundary or a time stamp, like, okay, I have a hard stop at 9 o'clock, then I need to go because I have this, and that to do. Hours and hours and hours can go by, and this can happen day after day, day after day, day after day, and all your time has been sucked up and wasted. And goals and dreams and things that you're building, books that you're writing, songs that you're writing, you know, time to spend with your children, even just time to take care of yourself is sucked away. You've given it away to other people. And so you've got to be intentional about how you use your time. And in order to do that, you're going to have to set boundaries. I love boundaries, and I meant to pull up my book, and I will, so I can show you the book and just maybe share some tips and things from that author, Nedra Tawwab. Is it Nedra Tawwab or Nedra Glover Tawwab? I think she goes by both, because I just think it's so important. To me, boundaries are so powerful, and mainly because I did not grow up with any boundaries. I had no idea what a boundary was. I don't even think I knew that I could set boundaries in my life. It wasn't until I was well into my adulthood, and I just really was frustrated because I kept finding myself doing things that I did not want to do, going places that I didn't want to go, sacrificing my time, and finding myself left with the short end of the stick. And I think I shared this before, that I saw an Instagram post by Dr. Carolyn Leaf, and it stated that if you often find yourself frustrated or resentful after you do things, it more than likely means that you need to set a boundary in that area. And so ever since then, because I could identify with that, I knew how that felt. And it feels horrible when you're like, when people hound you, and it's not even so much to focus on people, because people are going to do whatever it is they want to do, and they're also going to do whatever it is that you allow them to do. But you know how sometimes you're in relationships with people, and when I say relationships, I'm not talking about romantic relationships, I'm just talking about relationships in general, because any relational thing is a relationship. And people may want you to go places or whatnot, but you know what you need to do. You know what's important. I don't care what that is. I don't care if it is rest. I will tell a person, and sometimes I think we just, either we don't feel that we're worthy to tell people no, that we're worthy to take care of ourselves, that, you know, it's not our job to make people happy and to make sure that they're happy with us. And honestly, that is your barometer, your measuring stick, when you do tell a person, no, you're unable to do something. No, you're not available. If they go off on the deep end and now they don't want to be friends with you, I mean, you can do with what you want to, but that's precious and important information that you need to evaluate that relationship. Because I feel like as a friend, me being a friend, family member, coworker, whoever, if a person tells me, you know what, I'm not feeling that well, I don't think I'm going to be able to come, I'm not going to be mad with them. Listen, get your rest, sweetheart. You need to rest. We need to take care of ourselves. And I think that a lot of people are run down, tired, drained, because they're so busy trying to make everybody happy and wanting everybody to be, you know, have a positive view of them. And I don't think that people will have a negative view of you if you tell them no. I really don't. And I know that they will not. I remember one time my sister cuz was asking me to go on a trip. And we always go on a trip. We didn't go this year, but normally we go to Chicago every February. Been for the last 3, 4, 5 years. And it's always a great time. But the last time she asked me, I was like, no, I'm not going to be able to go. I can't remember what was going on, but basically I was not going to be able to go. Either I wasn't up to going, or I don't know, because it was a long time ago, but I just remember. And so she asked me maybe 2 or 3 times, but then she came back and she said, you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize. She said, because I had just been asking you to go on this trip. Like, come on, let's go on this trip. And she was like, basically, she wanted to respect my wishes. And she also explained that, you know, it wasn't so much that she was trying to get me to do what she wanted, but it's just that we always have such a great time traveling and spending time together. And that is so true. And so, you know, she really was just thinking about that aspect of it. So I feel like when you tell people no, if they really love you, if they really care anything about you, they will understand, even if your answer is not what they want. And so, you know, y'all know how I feel about being in relationships with people and being treated well in those relationships. You shouldn't be abused because you say no, whether that's verbal abuse, definitely not physical abuse, honey. Don't put your hands on me. You shouldn't be letting nobody put their hands on you. But you also shouldn't be letting people give you the silent treatment, talk to you like a dog, call you out your name, call you stupid, just because you don't do what they want, just because you're not doing what they want you to do. So I don't even know where I started in this video, but this is where we are ending, and I hope that you got something positive out of this. Oh, I know what the point was. I was like, you know, because one thing about me, maybe I will go off on a tangent and then try to figure out how did I get there. But yeah, your time is yours to do with what you deem necessary to do. You do not owe people your time. And baby, if they see you out spending your time the way that you deem it to be necessary, tell them, baby, don't worry about that, because I'm busy for you, not for me. I got time for me. I got time for me. I just don't have time for what you need me to do. And that is all. I'm going to stop here because I feel like I'm getting to the point of really, really rambling. And so until next time, take care and toodles.